Come the Wolverines up to the line. Bittman, Krenz, Aluni, Pionk, and Loken are your interior linemen. That's Mannanen going in motion. Swing pass, that's the Burris. And Burris gets some running room and gets a first down into North Branch territory. It's a nice swing pass. That play goes from the 38.
That was Burris on the completion to not for a first down for the Wolverines.
That's an 18-yard play as you watched on that replay.
First and 10 for the Wolverines on the Vikings 44.
Comes Mannanen this way on the sweep play. Gets a nice block. And then gets thrown down inside the 30-yard line.
That's O'Day on the stop for the Vikings.
Mannanen on this 15-yard run.
Not for a first down for the Wolverines. First and 10 for the Wolverines on the Vikings 29-yard line. First down and 10.
Ball's on the 29-yard line. Here's Dozian over the middle, incomplete. Try to hit flatly.
Pass was incomplete.
Second down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Mannanen on the sweep, trying to get to the edge. He's got Burris leading the way, and here comes a holding penalty. Flag gets thrown in right into the interior. So they'll march 10 yards off against the Wolverines. 4 penalties now for 40 yards. And it looks like we're having some difficulty with our live stream, but it's going once again.
Second down and 18 for the Wolverines.
Second down for the Wolverines. Mannanen coming in motion. There's Dozian rolling. Pass goes to Mannanen. Catches it along the sidelines and gets forced out of bounds.
Pass is completed to Ryan Mannanen.
It's about a 7-yard gain. Third down play coming. That's Burris in motion. Here's a pass over the middle. It's caught by Flatley. And he gets inside the 10 to about the 5-yard line. That's about a 25-yard pass play. Gets knocked down at about the 6-yard line.
First down and goal for the Wolverines on the 7-yard line. First and goal at the 7.
Ball's on the 7-yard line. In motion comes Herbert, quarterback keeper, that's Dozian, gets close to the end zone. Let's see, touchdown for Dozian from 7 yards out. Wolverines now will go for the point after touchdown. Dojan will hold. It'll be Headley trying to tack on the 7th point. Snap is good. Kick is not good. So our score 16-6 in favor of North Branch, and we will have the Wolverine kickoff after this timeout. Sixteen to 6 in favor of North Branch over Rock Ridge. The unofficial statistics, according to my calculations, Rock Ridge with 148 yards of total offense here in the first half. North Branch has 138 yards of total offense. Rock Ridge with 3 turnovers. North Branch has 1. First downs, Vikings 10 and the Wolverines have 7. 4 penalties on Rock Ridge and 3 on North Branch. Here's the kickoff. It's short, fielded by one of the upbacks. They fake a reverse coming this way. Nobody on the edge, but now it's quickly filled as the ball carrier will get to about the 38-yard line. Boy, it looked for a second. He was going to run down the sidelines as everyone was crashing into the middle. But quickly, there was some support, and the ball carrier was taken down, looks like at about the 38-yard line.
That was thrown on return for the Vikings. First down and 10.
Vikings now will go from south end to the north end. Right hash mark, again with a tight back. Oh, boy, a big hit on LaBelle. A huge hit.
The ranch teammates.
It was Brandon Pionk.
That was Pionk on a stop for the Wolverines.
Oh, man, what a hit. He met him a couple yards in the backfield. Just the hard running of LaBelle gained a yard on the play. Current temperature, 50 degrees outside. Clear. It's going to get down into the high 30s tonight. Ball carrier coming this way with some running room, and he is off into the open. That is Kroll once again. Again, that's just missed tackles.
That was number 57 on the stop, Riley Krenz, the Wolverines.
It's about 24 yards and a first down for North Branch. "21 rushing plays tonight for the Vikings, 163 yards. First and 10 from the 38-yard line. This is LaBelle trying to go left side, and after a short gain, he's taken down. Try to look at some of the Wolverines in on the stop.
That was Bannon on the stop.
Mannon was one of the Wolverines. I think Looney also. Krenz.
Seconds on a 9.
Clock is in motion, under 4 minutes to play in the first half. North Branch with a 16-6 lead. LaBelle again going left side, cuts back into the middle, gets tripped up. In on the tackle that time was number 20. That was Gunnar George.
24 on the stop. That was Herbert.
Going to set up 3rd and 4.
Third down and 4.
Each team has all 3 of their allotted timeouts. Thawald gets the play and brings it into the huddle. Handoff goes to Robillard straight ahead, and the fullback gets a couple yards. It's going to set up 4th and short.
That was number 52 on the stop, Carter Flanagan for the Wolverines. We'll bring up 4th down and about 1 for the Vikings.
4th and a long 1. The ball is just inside the 30. High school tennis from today. Evelyn Gilbert went to Bemidji. They got beat by the Lumberjacks 6-1, and then they came back and beat Wadena by a score of 5-2. Girls tennis action today from Bemidji. And now a timeout called by the Vikings, so we're going to take a break with 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the first half. It's North Branch 16 and Rockridge 6.
I'm in carpentry. We do a lot of woodworking. Right now we're actually building a couple houses. I like the atmosphere, like everybody around here, all the faculty, they really like to help out. My instructor, Leo Lucas, he's been in the field for at least 30 years or so. My goal with carpentry is to work for a larger company down in the cities. My name is Tyler Kemp, and this is my Mesabi story.
Well, let's take a look at the schedule. Some other games going on. Hermantown is at Dentville tonight. Barnum at Northwoods. Duluth East at Cloquet. Esco is in Pine City. Greenway, Nashua, Keewatin is at Mesabi East. Hibbing and Grand Rapids are playing in the Rapids tonight. High Falls at Deer River. Moore is at Two Harbors. Cherries in Ely. And Braham is at Chisholm. Aiken, again, was supposed to play at Proctor tonight, but Proctor's season, I think, has been canceled now with all the things that are happening at Proctor High School. Some of the state football rankings, 9-man, Mountain Iron Buell is currently ranked number 3 in the state. And in 4A football, Grand Rapids is the 10th ranked team in the state. Here we go, 4th down and 1. This is LaBelle, the ball carrier, gets a first down, and Headley finally prevents him from going all the way to the end zone.
Ball carrier, not for a first down for the Vikings. On the stop, the number 8, John Hadley.
Watching this replay, that's just good running. Whoa, a nice block by Robillard. And he gets down to the 15-yard line.
On the Wolverines 16-yard line, 1st and 10.
Wolverines looking to add to their lead. Again, a tight formation from that. Oh, man jumped, and maybe that's the momentum break that the Wolverines needed. Slow them down a little bit here. Looks like that guard on the left side jumped.
We'll bring up 1st and 15 for the Vikings.
Now the clock will come in motion once again, coming up on our final 90 seconds of the half. Everything has been on the ground so far for North Branch. This will be their 26th offensive play. And LaBelle, or check that right in the middle, ball carrier looks like Robillard straight ahead. Gain of about 4.
That was Robillard, the ball carrier.
60 seconds to play in the half. Again, the Vikings have 2 timeouts. Ball carrier coming this way. This is Kroll again, the ball carrier, and he's going to get into the end zone. Looks like awful close. Nope, looks like he did not make it to the end zone. Watch on that replay. A couple nice blocks at the edge, a couple missed tackles. They finally stop him at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line for the Vikings. First and goal at the 1.
First and goal from the 1 yard line. Comes LaBelle and he gets in, but wait, we got a whistle. I think we got a timeout called first. Timeout called by Rockridge with 22 seconds to play in our first half. So we'll take a break. 16-6 is our score in favor of the Vikings, and we'll have the next play after this timeout.
The Ranch Teammates for Life. We are a nonprofit organization aimed at providing a healthy and purposeful life for those former players and military combat veterans, as well as their families who have suffered trauma in their lives. Our mission is to raise awareness on this important issue and remove the stigma of mental illness. To provide diverse services that include all forms of humanitarian efforts aimed at fighting brain disease. Visit us at theranchteammatesforlife.org.
And again, that ad was sponsored by the Evelyn Hockey Boosters, that ranch. So make sure you, if you can donate to the cause, that would be greatly appreciated. "22 seconds to play in the first half. Each team have taken one timeout. T formation, everyone's in tight from the 1 yard line. Straight ahead, the ball carrier, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. That's LaBelle.
I didn't get my degree.
So from 1 yard out, LaBelle scores. And that'll make it 22-6. Two-point conversion is not good. So as the teams will head back upfield for the North Branch kickoff, we'll take a timeout. 22-6 in favor of North Branch over Rock Ridge.
The way I came to Giants Ridge is my grandparents were born and raised in this area. And my wife and I, at the time, were living in the Houston area and wanted to get out of the city and see something different. And the job opening was there, and I was fortunate enough to get the job, and everything has kind of fallen into place since then. I enjoy playing in the early mornings at Giants Ridge. Both courses have areas where the fog will hang low, and the setting dew and just the fresh cut grass. It's something every golfer looks forward to, and those fortunate enough to have that first tee time savor it.
17 seconds left in our first half. All the scoring has been in this second quarter. North Branch with 3 touchdowns, and Rock Ridge has 1. Stokes will kick off. And it's just a short kick. It's grabbed by Flatley, and he'll just fall down at the 42-yard line. So they'll start from the 42, the Wolverines. 2 timeouts. Now Dahl will come in the slot on the right side. Manning goes in motion. Here's Dozian. He's going to throw the ball over the middle, and it is caught by Dahl! And Gavin Dahl's going to go all the way for a Rockridge touchdown. That's a 58-yard touchdown pass.
Touchdown, Wolverines!
Dahl from the slot, he's wide open in between those linebackers. And he just puts the Jets on, and there goes the senior. 58-yard touchdown. Rockridge took a timeout after that long run so they can discuss the conversion. Let's watch that replay again. Watch Dahl. He comes from the slot on that right side, the top side. There he is, in between the linebackers, and Dozian just puts it right on the money. And there goes Gavin Dahl all the way for a Rockridge touchdown. 7 seconds to play here in our first half. It's 22-12, and Rockridge now will go for the 2-point conversion. We've got a man coming in motion. Dozian throws it in the end zone. Good for a 2-point conversion. And it goes to Gavin Dahl, so Dahl is in on all 8 points. And we'll just keep it right here as the score is 22-14 in favor of North Branch.
The score stands. The North Branch Vikings 22, and Rockridge Wolverines 14.
Again, next Friday night, the Wolverines will travel to Duluth. They'll take on the Duluth East Greyhounds. That'll be a 6 o'clock start next Friday. And then homecoming the Friday after, October the 8th, they'll play Cloquet. '15th, they'll go to Grand Rapids, and they'll close out the season on October the 20th. That's Wednesday, MEA week, where they will travel to Hermantown. Meanwhile, North Branch will be at home next Friday night as the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks will make the trip. Here's the kickoff, the short one, picked by one of the upbacks. And the Wolverines get down quick to cut them down with 3.9 seconds remaining in our first half. So 10 seconds after the Vikings had taken a 22-6 lead on LaBelle's 1-yard run, one play, 58 yards. Dozian to Dahl, and then the 2-point conversion, the same two hooked up. And we are 22-14. Could be the last play, barring a defensive timeout or a defensive penalty, and I think we have a defensive timeout called by Rockridge. They want to make sure they have their defense set. They don't want to see anything happen now in the final 3.9 seconds. Again, our next football telecast will be on October the 8th. It'll be homecoming right here at Morris Stadium. Should be a fun night. We'll have the football game at halftime. We'll have the halftime performance by the Rockridge Band. They'll introduce the royalty before the game. Be lots of fun. That'll be 2 weeks from tonight. So if you can't get out here to the stadium in person, you know where to watch it on television and also on our live stream. Now the Wolverines are not dropping back real deep. They're playing this up normal. Let's see. They haven't thrown a pass yet. Ball carrier's coming this way with some running room, and that'll be Kroll again. And he'll get about 13 yards. The clock is going to run out, and we've played one half of football from Moore Stadium. We'll take a break. We'll come back in a couple of minutes. We'll recap the scoring for you and also the statistics. Again, we're at halftime. It's North Branch 22 and Rockridge 14.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5. Starkovich Distributing Company in Virginia has been a longtime Blue Devils sponsor on Channel 5 television sports and has been a big contributor to the economic climate on the Iron Range for over 70 years. Call 741-9061 when you're looking for someone to supply your beverage needs.
I didn't get my degree right out of high school, and I ended up getting married and having a few kids. My daughter, she was going through the college, she got her AA degree. She just kind of was like, hey, Mom, you know, you can do it too. And the professors are really encouraging. Everybody's just supportive. This May, I'm looking forward to graduation and walking with their support. My name is Desiree, and this is my Mesabi story.
Well, welcome back to the stadium. Right now, the Rockridge Pom-Pom girls entertaining the crowd, also the band. So let's take a look at the statistics. These, again, are unofficial statistics here in the first half. Rockridge with 9 first downs. They rushed the ball 7 times for 38 yards. In the passing department, Dojin is 9 for 13, 1 interception for 168 yards and 1 touchdown. Rockridge with 3 turnovers, 4 penalties for 40 minutes. For the Vikings, again, these are all unofficial statistics. They've got 14 first downs. They've had all rushing plays, 28 of them for 219 yards. And they've had 1 turnover and 4 penalties in the first half, and that was for 25 yards. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll show you the 5 touchdowns that were scored in the first half. Good look at all the crowd here tonight. Nice crowd, although it's a very cool evening. Current temperature is sitting at 48 degrees, and let's see, they say it's going to get down to about 39 overnight, and then 61 and partly sunny for Saturday. So cool night, but a real nice day on Saturday. We'll have more football from Moore Stadium after this timeout.
When you're searching for a delicious meal that the whole family can enjoy, count on the experience and flavors of the Rink Sports Bar and Grill. As a locally owned and operated business, we have been proudly serving the entire area and our customers with only the highest quality of service and food that you need to take on the day. Dine in style and fun when you check out our trivia nights, darts, pool tables, 60-inch TVs, all while you munch on tacos, burgers, and more. Stop by today.
The way I came to Giant Ridge is my grandparents were born and raised in this area. And my wife and I, at the time, were living in the Houston area and wanted to get out of the city and see something different. And the job opening was there, and I was fortunate enough to get the job, and everything's kind of fell into place since then. I enjoy playing in the early mornings at Giants Ridge. Both courses have areas where the fog will hang low and the setting dew and just the fresh cut grass. It's something every golfer looks forward to, and those fortunate enough to have that first tee time savor it. We have a great advantage with our staff and the employees that we work with at Giant Ridge, in that they take a lot of pride in not only the facility as a whole, but the job and the details that they perform in their job and how that fits into the big picture. We want to put out the best product we can on a daily basis because we realize not everybody that visits our facility is going to be back the next week, the next month. So we're trying to put our best foot forward every day because that may be our guest only visit this year. It comes through to our customer that we love the facility and love the product that we put out every day. I'm John Kendall, and this is how I help make giant memories.
I decided to come to Masabi because you get that one-on-one experience with your instructors, and I'll leave Masabi with literally zero debt. And for what I'm going into, I just thought it was the smartest decision, and then I could also continue playing the sport I love, baseball. Definitely the fact that I could play baseball here helped a lot with meeting people and met a ton of cool kids, so I have no regrets. It's been a great decision. My name's Cody, and this is my Masabi story.
And once again, welcome back to Moore Stadium in Eveleth. We're in between our first and second half. 22-14 is our score. Before we get to our 5 touchdowns, let's show you once again the apparent Rockridge touchdown that they ruled a touchback. As the pass went to Flatley, it appeared that he may have crossed the end zone before the ball came out. Let's see if we can get that replay going once again.
Here it is again.
Throwing the pass, he catches it, and there's the 5, and yeah, it looked like he had gotten across, but again, we're up here, and the officials right on the field ruled that the ball had not crossed, or it was coming out, and it was ruled a touchback. Let's get to the scoring plays now. Everything was scored in the second quarter. At 8:51, it was Ashton LaBelle scoring from 4 yards out. There's some nice blocking right in the middle by Robillard. He gets into the end zone, and then LaBelle runs for the 2-point conversion, making the score 8-0. Then 43 seconds later, after a Rockridge fumble on the kickoff, it was Logan Kroll scoring from 1 yard out. Let's take a look at the second touchdown for the Vikings. Gets in easily. He also then ran for the 2-point conversion. Rockridge, though, comes back as they moved right down the field. 5:44 to go in the second quarter. It was Dojan scoring from 7 yards out. and goes right up the middle. Got a nice block by Looney, the center, and gets in the end zone for a touchdown. The kick failed, and it was 16-6. Then with 17 seconds to go in the first half, it was LaBelle again scoring. This is on a 1-yard touchdown run. Nice blocking again on that left side of that offensive line. He gets in. The 2-point conversion failed, and it was 22-6. We thought the first half was going to be over. It was a short kick. It was fielded, put down at the 42-yard line, and with 7 seconds to go in the first half, it was Gavin Dahl catching a pass from quarterback Griffin Dozian, again from the slot position, right between the linebackers. A perfectly thrown pass, and there goes Gavin Dahl, rumbles down the sidelines from 58 yards to score the touchdown. Those two then hooked up on the 2-point conversion to make it 22-14, and that's where we're at right now. That touchdown came with 7 seconds to go in our first half. We'll let you watch the Pom-Pom girls once again putting on a nice performance here at halftime. Again, our next football telecast will be in 2 weeks. It'll be homecoming here at Rock Ridge, and we'll have all the festivities for you as the Cloquet Lumberjacks will be in town to take on Rock Ridge. They'll have the royalty. We'll introduce that for you before the game starts. And then at halftime, I anticipate the marching band will put on a performance as the Rock Ridge Band will get together. I'm not exactly sure how they're going to do it yet, but I'm sure they'll be putting on some kind of performance at homecoming on October the 8th. We still have a few minutes before the second half kickoff. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back to Moore Stadium. This is Rock Ridge football on Mesabi Community TV and also Mediacom Public Access Channel 5.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5. Starkovich Distributing Company in Virginia has been a longtime Blue Devils sponsor on Channel 5 television sports and has been a big contributor to the economic climate on the Iron Range for over 70 years. Call 741-9061 when you're looking for someone to supply your beverage needs.
The Ranch Teammates for Life. We are a nonprofit organization aimed at providing a healthy and purposeful life for those former players and military combat veterans, as well as their families who have suffered trauma in their lives. Our mission is to raise awareness on this important issue and remove the stigma of mental illness. To provide diverse services that include all forms of humanitarian efforts aimed at fighting brain disease. Visit us at theranchteammatesforlife.org.
I didn't get my degree right out of high school, and I ended up getting married and having a few kids. My daughter, she was going through the college, she got her AA degree. She just kind of was like, hey, Mom, you know, you can do it too. And the professors are really encouraging. Everybody's just supportive. This May, I'm looking forward to graduation and walking with their support. My name is Desiree, and this is my Mesabi story.
Well, welcome back to Moore Stadium. The Pom-Pom girls waiting for the team to come back out from the locker room with the banner. So with that, we're going to run down the schedule again for Rock Ridge after tonight. Next Friday night, they will travel and play Duluth East. I believe that game is at Ordine Field. I think they play down there in Duluth. You'll have to check the Iron Range website to find out exactly where that game is if you're on the road and want to see that game. Our next telecast will be on October the 8th, homecoming here, as the 4A Lumberjacks will be in town to take on Rock Ridge. Then on the 15th, the Wolverines will be in Grand Rapids to meet the 4A Thunderhawks. Close out the regular season on Wednesday, October the 20th, as they will take on Hermantown. Right now, the standings have Esco and Aiken both at perfect 3-0 records. You got Two Harbors and Rock Ridge both at 2-1. Hibbing and Greenway NK are both 1-2, and Pequot Lakes and Proctor are both winless in 3 tries. Meanwhile, for North Branch, after this game tonight, they'll travel to Grand Rapids on October the 1st. Or check that, they'll host Grand Rapids. Then on the 8th, they will travel to Public School Stadium to meet Duluth-Denfeld. 15th of October, they host Hermantown, and they'll close out on Wednesday the 20th at Cloquet. The Section 7 4A standings has North Branch a perfect 3 wins and no losses. Hermantown, Cloquet, and Grand Rapids are all at 2-1, and Denfeld, the 5th team in Section 7 4A, is winless in 3 tries. Some of the games tonight, the key games, you've got Hermantown probably is going to beat Denfeld, and they're probably going to go 3-1. Duluth East and Cloquet, that should be an interesting game. That's in Cloquet tonight. Esco travels to Pine City. Aiken game was canceled, or I believe it's probably going to be a forfeit, as they were supposed to play the Rails tonight, but due to all the troubles in Proctor, I think Proctor's season could be in jeopardy. Greenway Nashua Keewatin is in Aurora tonight to meet Mesabi East. Hibbing is at Grand Rapids. I Falls in Deer River. Mora is up the North Shore taking on Two Harbors. Cherry and Ely. That should be a good game tonight up in Ely. And finally, Chisholm will be hosting Braham. Again, girls tennis today. The Evelyn Gilbert girls went to Bemidji. They lost to the Lumberjacks 6-1. And then beat Wadena Deer Creek by a score of 5-2. Reminder, on Saturday tomorrow is the Virginia Invitational Volleyball Tournament. I believe it starts about 9 o'clock in the morning. You want to watch some exciting volleyball, head over to the Roosevelt Gym. They'll also have action in the technical building. They use 4 courts, so it should be some fun. That's tomorrow going on in Virginia. Well, clock is winding down. We're just about set to start our second half. Again, no scoring in the first quarter, and all 36 points were scored in that second quarter. Again, it was LaBelle with 2 touchdowns. Kroll has 2 touchdowns for the Vikings, and Dojan a 7-yard run, and Dahl on a 58-yard pass. 2-point conversion, Dahl catching one from Dojan. Again, you're viewing tonight's telecast on Mesabi Community TV, production of Locker Talk Sports. Mediacom Public Access Channel 5. We're also live streaming it to Rock Ridge Public Schools. That's rrps.org. So a couple different avenues besides YouTube. Waiting for the Vikings to come out. Rock Ridge will bring their kickoff team out. Vikings will go from south to north here in the third. Currently down to 46 degrees. Headley puts the ball on the tee. He puts it flat on the tee. Second half about to begin. Here we go. It's a short kick. It's loose, and they just fall on it. That was Adam Johnstone who will fall on it, but we have a flag where it'll be called offside on Rock Ridge.
The penalty was like offside on Rock Ridge.
So they'll move him back and make him kick again. Boy, it's not the way you want to start a half. So Wolverines will have to do it again. This is kind of a little onside kick, and boy, the Vikings are going to get great field position. They're going to start on the Wolverines side of the 50. I'm not sure if that was an intentional onside kick or if Dylan Headley just missed it. But anyways, the Vikings will start with great field position.
On the Wolverines, 48-yard line. First and 10.
Center is Isaiah Stokes, 52. Their guards are Aiden Dufek, 55. Cole Olson, 77. Tackles Jacob Teagan and Tyler Schneidwind. Here we go, coming this way, the ball carrier. That is Kroll again. He didn't start tonight, but boy, has he really put on some big yardage here in this football game. He goes for about 8.
Let's roll the ball carrier. That was Rodberg on the stop for the Wolverines. We'll bring up second down and 2 for the Vikings.
Second down and 2 on that first offensive play that went for 8. Again, they go with a tight formation, double tight ends, all running so far. We got a flag. This play is going to come back. The ball's fumbled. It got stripped, and Rock Ridge has recovered. We'll watch this replay again.
Wolverines will take over.
See if we can tell who stripped the ball. Oh, it was stripped by Gavin Dahl. What a play by 21. He stripped the ball. And now the Wolverines will start first and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
10 for the Wolverines from the 34.
Again, we'll check that offensive line for Rock Ridge. Looks like they're going with the same. Here's Dojan throwing the ball long downfield, and it was incomplete. Tried to hit Mannon in.
Pass is incomplete.
A little bit too far, and he threw it into triple coverage. Will Bittman, the senior at that left tackle. Riley Krenz, the senior left guard. Jonah Looney, the junior, is the center. Brandon Peock, senior, 53 at the right guard. Ian Lukin, sophomore, 62 at the right tackle. And Isaac Flanagan, 87, is your tight end. Gavin Dahl and Preston Rodberg are your wide receivers. Griffin Dozian, the quarterback. And it's Ryan Mannon and Jacob Burris running. Here comes Mannon in motion, getting the handoff, and he's tackled 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And the ball carrier, loss on the play.
That linebacker came right now and tackled Ryan about 7 yards behind the line. So it's going to be third and long, third and about 17.
We're in third down and long 16.
Dahl will come out wide left. Rodberg is to the right. Mannon is the wing back. Here comes Dahl in motion. Pass over the middle, caught by Flatley at the 40.
Pass is completed to Flatley.
That's a beautiful catch by Flatley. Just avoids the defender, and the pass is right on the money.
Bring up 4th down and 5 for the Wolverines. How they count 10? They count 10. We need the far guy.
So it's 4th down.
Jason's going in.
Here comes Burris in as they were short a player. He's set. High snap. Punts away. Nice punt. End over end. It's going to take a great Wolverine bounce. And roll dead inside the 20-yard line. 40-plus yards on that punt.
Vikings will take over from their own 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vikings from the 19.
So the Vikings will start their second offensive series here in the second half, starting from the 19-yard line. Five turnovers tonight. Rockridge with 3. North Branch has 2. Again, the backs are setting that tee. Thawwald, the quarterback. Play goes straight ahead, and there is no place to go. Great defense, as it was Robillard, the ball carrier.
That was Romar, the ball carrier.
Gain of a yard or so.
Gain of 2 yards. It's 2nd down and 8 for the Vikings.
Coming up on 9 minutes to play in the third. Everyone's in tight, right hash mark. That's LaBelle with some running room on that left side. Boy, they've really hit that left side of the offensive line, right side of the defense. And the ball goes out to the 30-yard line.
Now for a 1st down for the Vikings. First down and 10 for the Vikings for their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
First and 10 from the 30-yard line. Boy, they have not changed any formation. They keep going with this same formation. LaBelle again, left side. And again, he gets about 5 yards on that play. Again, they're just coming right at him.
On the stop is Carter Flanagan on the stop.
They've had no misdirection or anything. It's just been all basically running between the guard and the tackles on each side. Got unofficially about 244 yards on the ground for the Vikings. 2nd down and 5. Offside on the Wolverines. Sixth penalty of the game for Rockridge.
Offside, Wolverines.
So that'll be the 16th first down for North Branch.
Hey, Burris is looking at you. Give a call. Not for a 1st down. Vikings.
First and 10 for the Vikings. The ball is at their own 40-yard line. LaBelle left side, gets some running room on the left side and gets about 5 yards. They've run 33 offensive plays unofficially, and they've all been on the ground.
2nd down and 5 for the Vikings.
They're averaging about 7 yards a pop. See if the Wolverines can come up with another big defensive play. Foulwold will give it off. Ball carrier coming this way, and this is Kroll, and he gets cut down after a gain of a couple yards.
Don't go backwards, Carter.
Rodberg in on the stop.
Ball carrier. That was Rodberg on the stop for the Wolverines.
Third and about 3.
Third down and 3.
They have to get just on the Rockridge side of the 50 for a first down. Big play defensively for Rockridge. Ball carrier coming straight up the middle with some running room. That's Robillard. And the big fullback
The ball carrier
goes for about 10 and a first down.
for the Wolverines. But enough for a first down for the Vikings. First down and 10 for the Vikings. On the Wolverines, 44-yard line. First and 10.
So they move the sticks once again. 5:40 to play in our third quarter. 22-14. North Branch over Rock Ridge. Little misdirection again. And a nice defensive play. Ball carrier was Ryan O'Day.
That's Jordan on the stop for the Wolverines. No gain on the play. Second down and 10.
Second down and 10. The ball is on the 45-yard line of the Wolverines. It's the quarterback keeper, and Andrew Thorwald will gain about 7 or so. 8. We'll see exactly where they'll put it down. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short of a first down. Watching that replay. Oh, nice block by that tackle, 77. George, number 20 on the stop.
Third down and inches for the Vikings.
Third down in less than a yard. And we got some movement, and this is going to set the Vikings back 5.
Against the Vikings.
That's their 5th penalty tonight for 30 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. Clock is running inside 4 minutes to go in the third. Another huge play for Rock Ridge. Fouled under center, tight ends, and now here's a handoff. LaBelle, he gets tripped up after a gain of about 3, and it's going to be 4th and a couple.
LaBelle, the ball carrier. That was Flanagan on the stop for the Wolverines.
So it's 4th down and
Been a fourth down
2.
and 2.
See if the Wolverines can get a stop here. Vikings' second possession of the half. First time ended in a turnover. Hand off the ball carrier's Kroll, and he'll get close. Let's see. It all depends the spot. He'll take a look at this one. They may have to bring the sticks in. They will.
Official measurement.
Boy, this is close. This is really close. Let's see if we can get Eric Rayleigh to zoom in on this one. Here come the sticks in. Boy, let's see if they added a couple more links to that chain. They'll stretch it out, and it is a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Watch on that replay. That looked like a good spot. 1st and 10, that is first down number 18 for the Vikings. Rockridge has unofficially 10. 1st and 10 from just inside the 35. One score difference, 8-point lead for the Vikings. Straight ahead, and there is nothing. Boy, that linebacker came up quickly. That looks like 55 O'Looney in on the stop.
Loss of the play will be on 2nd down 11 for the Vikings.
Second down and 11. Ball carrier with some running room on that. Here's the quarterback again. Cuts in, avoids a tackle, avoids another tackle, and way too much yardage. And that's a first down run of over 11 yards. We'll watch on that replay. Again, he fakes the handoff, just pulls it out. Has got a man in front of him. There's one missed tackle, 2 missed tackles, and they finally get him down.
First down for the Vikings on the Wolverines 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
.90 seconds to go in the third. Wolverines defense sets in. Again, they need to come up with a play. Fullback gets the handoff. That's Robillard.
That's Robillard, the ball carrier.
And he gets inside the 15-yard line. Gets to about the 13. That's a 7-yard run.
And Teddy on the stop along with number 19, Preston Rodberg.
Into our final minute of the third quarter. Boy, talk about a time-consuming drive. They've had the ball for most of this quarter. Coming this way, the ball carrier, and gets down inside the 5. Robillard gets to about the 3-yard line.
That was Bird on the stop for the Wolverines.
Let's see if they can get the final playoff. We're under 20 seconds to go. Could be the final play of the quarter if they hustle. Handoff goes to LaBelle, slashes close to the end zone. He's in. LaBelle scores as time runs out in the quarter.
Touchdown, Vikings.
So a 3-yard touchdown run by LaBelle, and now they'll go for the 2-point conversion. Again, the backs are set in the tee. Tight ends are set. And the ball carrier gets in for a 2-point conversion.
At the end of the third quarter, the score stands.
So it's 30-14 in favor of North Branch. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with fourth quarter action after this.
When you're searching for a delicious meal that the whole family can enjoy, count on the experience and flavors of the Rink Sports Bar and Grill. As a locally owned and operated business, we have been proudly serving the entire area and our customers with only the highest quality of service and food that you need to take on the day. Dine in style and fun when you check out our trivia nights, darts, pool tables, 60-inch TVs, all while you munch on tacos, burgers, and more. Stop by today.
I'm in carpentry. We do a lot of woodworking. Right now we're actually building a couple houses. I like the atmosphere, like everybody around here, all the faculty, they really like to help out. My instructor, Leo Lucas, he's been in the field for at least 30 years or so. My goal with carpentry is to work for a larger company down in the cities. My name is Tyler Kemp, and this is my Masabi story.
Well, we're all set for the Vikings kickoff. Wolverines trail 30-14.
Stokes to kick for the Vikings.
Stokes will kick off. Short kick. Fielded by one of the upbacks near the 30, 35, 40. Off to the races. And he's going to score a touchdown. That's a Wolverines touchdown. Let's check that number. That's Gavin Dahl who returns it for a touchdown. Let's watch how far this is. He fields it near the 27-yard line. It's a 73-yard touchdown run on the kickoff. (30-20), and Wolverines will go for a 2-point conversion. So Gavin Dahl, 73-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. He's also had a 58-yard pass from Dojan for a touchdown. And now Mannon will come in. He's the 11th player. He'll bring the 2-point conversion play in. They better hurry. Well, they got a timeout before they were penalized for a delay of game. How about let's see that kickoff return again, if we can go down to the truck and see if we can get our producer to put that up once again. Again, Gavin Dahl fields the ball right about the 27-yard line. Splits a couple defenders right there. He had a blocker in front of him. Two Vikings collide. He reads the defender. He gets one nice block by Riley Krenz and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. How about that? Beautiful play, and it's 30-20. Waiting for the 2-point conversion. Two-point conversion. Wolverines will try to cut the deficit to a 1-score difference. They go trips to the left. Dojan from the gun. Mannon comes in motion over the middle, try to hit flatly, and the 2-point conversion fails. So we'll take a break as the teams head back upfield for the Rockridge kickoff. 11:47 to go in our football game. It's a 10-point lead for the Vikings. So again, after the Vikings took a 16-point lead on the ensuing kickoff, Rock Ridge is right back in this football game. Headley will come out and get the ball from the official. You know, coming into this game, the Vikings were a heavy favorite based on their schedule and their scores, but Rock Ridge has hung right with this bigger team, more numbers. Headley kick off a roller, it's loose on the ground, and it'll be covered up. So the Vikings will start 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. $11:43 to play in our football game. Rock Ridge and North Branch on Mesabi Community TV, Mediacom Public Access Channel 5 television. T formation, handoff. That's LaBelle, the ball carrier, gets too many yards. Way too many yards. That's about 7. Nice first down run. Injured player. Looks like Rodberg coming off. Vikings with over 300 yards on the ground. Rock Ridge with over 300 yards of total yardage. That's a much better defensive play for the Wolverines. A lot of players in the tackle. Herberg, 24, one of them. LaBelle, again, the ball carrier, gains a couple yards. It's going to be 3rd and short. Again, Rock Ridge has to come up with a defensive play. Make them punt the ball so you get that offense back on. 3rd down and short. Under 10.5 to play. Again, ends are in tight. The back setting that tee. Handoff, second man. LaBelle comes through, slips through a tackle, and gets on this side of the 50 and a first down. They credit Gavin Dahl with the stop, number 21 for Rock Ridge. Ball is on the Rock Ridge side of the 50. Wolverines need a defensive stop, get a turnover, get that ball back. Comes LaBelle coming this side, and this time he gets very little. Boy, he got stuck by Herberg, 24 in on the stop. Also getting up was 53, Pionk.
And also on Pionk on the stop.
Second down and 8 to go. 9:15 to play in our football game. North Branch 30, Rock Ridge 20. Rock Ridge was averaging 38 points a game, but their defense was only giving up 8, while Wolverines tonight have 20 so far. Second down and 8. Left hash mark is the play. Ball carries O'Day, and he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Check that. That was Rodberg in on the stop. We'll watch on this replay. Pionk also helped. 3rd and 10. I have been keeping individual stats, but I know this LaBelle, the team has carried the ball. They've had 49 rushes, and I'm sure LaBelle has at least 70% of those. So if I do my math right, that has to be over 30 carries tonight. 3rd and 10. Quarterback keeper, he's going to get to the edge, and this is a big play for the Vikings. Watching this replay, this is a big play and a first down. Pulled the ball back out, nobody on the edge, and the quarterback runs down the sidelines, gets forced out of bounds near the 25-yard line. That's a 25-yard gain, a first down.
He fell. He got blocked and slipped and fell.
First and 10 from the Wolverines' 25. This is Kroll, the ball carrier. And he gains another 10 yards and a first down. About 12 yards on that play.
O'Day, the ball carrier.
51 plays tonight for the Vikings, all on the ground.
The Wolverines, 15-yard line. First and 10.
Ball's on the 13-yard line, first and 10. Handoff, new ball carrier in there. Some running room. Number 47, that is Sam Sonic, the ball carrier.
That was Sonic, the ball carrier.
And Sonic will get, looks like about a 9-yard gain, 8-yard gain.
Gunner's off already, isn't it? Second down and 2 for the Vikings. That's fine. We need some water anyway.
Coming up on 6.5 minutes to play. Second down and 2. From the 6-yard line. Sonic again, the ball carrier, and he gets into the end zone. Sonic from 6 yards out scores.
That was Sonic, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Vikings.
(36-20) in favor of North Branch. They'll go for the 2. Here's a pass to the end zone. Good for a 2-point conversion. Pass to Adam Johnstone. And the 2-point conversion makes it 38-20 in favor of North Branch. We'll take a timeout as the teams head back upfield for the kickoff. 6:19 to play in our game. Again, the Vikings 38 and Rockridge 20.
The Ranch Teammates for Life. We are a nonprofit organization aimed at providing a healthy and purposeful life for those former players and military combat veterans, as well as their families who have suffered trauma in their lives. Our mission is to raise awareness on this important issue and remove the stigma of mental illness. To provide diverse services that include all forms of humanitarian efforts aimed at fighting brain disease. Visit us at theranchteammatesforlife.org.
And again, we just want to let our viewers know that that ranch ad is being sponsored by the Evelyn Hockey Boosters. I want to thank them for, of course, making people aware of the mental illness issues out there can help. Stokes will kick off. 6:19 to play in our football game. Short kick, bouncing kick, fielded by one of the upbacks, and he just gets hammered. That was Ian Mickledge who returned the kickoff.
So Ian Nicholas on the return for the Wolverines.
So let's see if they can get the offense going, and another quick strike.
First and 10 for the Wolverines from their own 33-yard line. First down and 10.
Definitely now have to put the ball on play. Unofficially, I've got Dojan 10 for 15, one interception, 182 yards. Dojan, short drop, throwing the ball. Wide open is Dahl. He splits the defenders. And Dahl will be taken down hard inside the 30-yard line.
That was Sonny on the tackle for the Vikings. First down,
Just up the seam.
Vikings, 29 yards.
And a nice run. And Dahl gets to the 29-yard line. It's about 40 yards, first down. Here's Dojan over the middle. Wide open is Flatley, and a perfect pass.
Flatley on the reception for the Wolverines. Not for a first down.
Watching this replay, and Flatley gets taken down at about the 14-yard line.
That was scheme on the tackle for the Vikings.
Dojan now with 237 yards passing.
14-yard line.
Ball on the 14-yard line. Here's Dojan. Looking now, he's under some pressure. He's going to go down behind the line of scrimmage. Aiden Olson got through and made the stop.
That was Dolson, the ball carrier. Loss on the play.
Way back to the 24-yard line.
Brings up second down and 20.
Lost about 12 on that play. Here's Dojan looking under some pressure again. Throws it, and it is caught. And they rule that Burris was down. So that's a loss on the play. Completed pass, but a loss of 7.
They're down at 27 for the Wolverines.
Third and long. Wolverines go with trips to the left. Here's a passer trying to hit Dahl, and Gavin could not come down with it inside the 10-yard line. Boy, he was open too. And he just threw it to the inside instead of the outside. Not sure. Do you have that one on replay? Maybe we can look at that one quickly again.
Brings up fourth down.
Let's watch this pass now. Oh, man, he was wide open. Just could not come down with it. So it's fourth down and long. Here's Dojan under some pressure, and he's going to go down behind the line of scrimmage.
As goes the ball carrier, the Vikings will take over.
Jackson Marcuson getting through. And North Branch will take the ball over and downs with 3:50 to play in our football game. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. Quarterback keeper trying to get to, or check that. Handoff went straight ahead. I'm watching the quarterback that time. It was straight ahead. Another new ball carrier into the game. Looked like 34, Matthew Lavala.
Second down and about 3.
Second down and 3. 3:15 to play in our football game. Fawald has, looks like 3 new backs setting that tee behind him now. Ball carrier goes straight ahead and gets a first down. Number 14, Sam Robillard.
As Robillard, the ball carrier, not for a first down for the Vikings. On a stop for the Wolverines with Ryan Herberg.
Coming up on 2.5 minutes to play in our football game. Yeah, North Branch in no hurry, trying to use as much as the clock. Milking it as much as they can. Straight ahead, the ball carrier's open, and Robillard's off to the races. Going to get cut down, but we got a holding way back here at the 49-yard line. Also an injured Viking. So this long run will go for naught. They'll march off the yardage, 2:12 to play. Next Friday, the Wolverines will travel to Duluth to take on the Duluth East Greyhounds. They'll return here to Moore Stadium the week after, October the 8th, for their homecoming date against the Cloquet Lumberjacks. 6 penalties now on North Branch for 40 yards. Now Paul McDonald, the referee in charge tonight, puts the clock in motion, and we're under 2 minutes to play in our football game. First and 10 from the 41-yard line. Play coming this way. The ball carries it open again, and it gets taken down by Herberg. That was LaBelle again, the ball carrier.
Second down and long 7.
Well, unofficially, I've got 400 yards on the ground tonight. This will be their 57th play. Coming up on our final 60 seconds. Well, I will say it was a great effort tonight, going up against a bigger team, more numbers, more seniors, and now a timeout called by North Branch. So we're going to take a break. 56 seconds to play in our football game. North Branch 38 and Rock Ridge 20.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5.
Well, both teams come back out on the field. North Branch from their offensive timeout. 56 seconds to play. They have to put the ball in play a couple more times. Hand off to LaBelle straight ahead, and LaBelle gets a couple yards.
That was Rodberg on the stop.
And they have to put the ball in play one more time. That'll be their 58th rushing play. Will be the final play. North Branch will go to 4-0 in the season, and they will host Grand Rapids next Friday night. Rock Ridge will fall to 2-2, and they will travel to Duluth East. Final play of the game, quarterback will just take a snap, take one knee, and our football game is going to come to an end as the clock is run out. And our final score tonight is North Branch 38 and Rock Ridge 20. We'll take a couple minutes, and we'll come back and we'll recap statistics and show you the second half scoring plays.
Starkovich Distributing Company in Virginia has been a longtime Blue Devils sponsor on Channel 5 television sports and has been a big contributor to the economic climate on the Iron Range for over 70 years. Call 741-9061 when you're looking for someone to supply your beverage needs.
When you're searching for a delicious meal that the whole family can enjoy, count on the experience and flavors of the Rink Sports Bar and Grill. As a locally owned and operated business, we have been proudly serving the entire area and our customers with only the highest quality of service and food that you need to take on the day. Dine in style and fun when you check out our trivia nights, darts, pool tables, 60-inch TVs, all while you munch on tacos, burgers, and more. Stop by today.
And welcome back to Moore Stadium as the teams shake hands, go to their respective coaching areas, and talk with their coaches. They'll talk about the game. And let's run down the final statistics. Again, these are all unofficial. I had North Branch with 28 first downs tonight. They had 58 rushing plays for 402 yards on the ground. They had 2 turnovers, 6 penalties for 40 minutes. Meanwhile, Rock Ridge finished with 12 first downs tonight. They had 10 rushes for 13 yards. Passing, Dojan was 13 out of 19 for 230 yards, so they had 233 unofficially yardage. 3 turnovers in the game, and they had 6 penalties for 50 yards. Quickly recapping the scoring in the first half, and then we'll show you the highlights in the second half scoring. First half, 8:51, a 4-yard run by LaBelle. He ran in the 2-point conversion to make it 8-0. Then 43 seconds later, after a Wolverine turnover, Logan Kroll scored from 1 yard out. Kroll in a 2-point conversion made it 16-0. 5:44, Dojan on a quarterback keeper 7 yards out. Kick failed, 16-6. 17 seconds to go until halftime. It was LaBelle on a 1-yard run. 2-point conversion failed. It was 22-6. Then with 7 seconds to play in the first half, Dojan to Dahl, 58-yard touchdown pass. The same combination for the 2-point conversion, making a halftime score 22-14. We move to the second half now with the final play of the third quarter. Here's LaBelle scoring from just 3 yards out. Well, I said 3. It was actually 8 yards out on the touchdown run. O'Day then ran in the 2-point conversion to make it 30-14. On the ensuing kickoff, here comes Gavin Dahl with his second touchdown of the night, a 73-yard kickoff return. There's Gavin fielding it at the 27-yard line. Splits the defense, avoids a tackle, has a nice blocker downfield. And the senior is going to run it all the way back for the Wolverine touchdown. And then they converted on they did not convert on the 2-point conversion. And then with 6:19 to go in the football game, our final touchdown, it was Sam Sonic scoring from 6 yards out. And we'll show you how this one here looked. Blocking on their right side. Sonic gets in. And then 2-point conversion. The only pass the quarterback thought would score or through tonight. It was 2-point conversion to Adam Johnstone, making our final score 30-20. It was North Branch over the Rockwood Wolverines. Well, that'll do it from Moore Stadium. I want to thank Eric Tweeten up on top of the press box for our main camera tonight. Our other camera did not work. We apologize. Hopefully we'll get that fixed for our homecoming game in 2 weeks. For Steve Rockla down in the truck, I'm Bob Cohn with the play-by-play. Once again, our final score tonight, it was the Vikings from North Branch going to 4-0 in the season, 38. Rockridge now falls to 2-2. They had 20. Good night, everyone.